What if you wanted to start a pro-ISIS club at an American Ivy League university?
There's a lot of our student organizations that do things like that.
Would the assistant dean of students have a problem with the humanitarian club sending care packages to terrorists?
It's a big question, and I think programs like that really do have a good place here at Cornell.
Maybe we could get like a freedom fighter to come and do like a training camp for students.
You'd be allowed to do something like that, just like bringing in a coach to do a training on a sports team. Or something.
Oh, really? Okay.
A Project Veritas undercover reporter recently paid a visit to the campus of Cornell University in upstate New York.
Hi, Mr.
Hi there.
Hi, Joe.
Yes.
Hi, Ali.
Hi, Ali.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, I guess.
The Project Veritas journalist told Joseph Scaffido, an assistant dean of students for student activities at Cornell, that he was from Morocco and was looking to attend Cornell and wanted to start a club.
I think maybe, it'd be nice to start a humanitarian group that supports, the distressed communities, a humanitarian group in the Middle East,
Sure.
most northern Iraq and Syria. And I think it'd be important for especially these people in the Islamic State in Iraq and Syria, the families and the freedom fighters in particular and their families. I think it'd be important to maybe just not only educate, but to maybe send them care packages, whether it be food, water, electronics.
There's a lot of our student organizations that do things like that all over the world.
Our journalist suggested the club would not just support ISIS, but also Hamas.
If you did supported like Hamas or something like that, is that a problem? Or
The university is not going to look at different groups and say you're not allowed to support that group because we don't believe in them or something like that. I think it's just the opposite. I think the university wants the entire community to understand what's going on in all parts of the world.
that would be good. I mean, maybe to, get a group that educates on the Islamic State in Iraq and Syria and just educate people, maybe bring them in.
The assistant dean, who has worked for Cornell for nearly 20 years, told our investigator that Ithaca, New York, where Cornell is located, would be sympathetic to even the most provocative causes.
It really is. Ithaca's a great place. Ithaca itself, the community of Ithaca, is also very active. I don't know if you've talked to many people about it. It's very liberal. The community is a very liberal community.
Scaffido went on, suggesting there might be help available.
There's funding sources on campus.
For grants, as it were? Or?
Yeah, kind of like grants, programming money. So if I want to bring in a speaker, I could apply for $4,000 or $5,000 and be able to get those resources.
Scaffido was saying thousands of Cornell University dollars could be found to bring in ISIS guests to visit the campus.
Maybe we could bring a freedom fighter to speak. That would be possible.
Yeah, we've done things like that. Yeah.
That would be great. Yeah. Just to hear that, the situation, what it's like, their lives, and why they're fighting. I mean,
Sure.
Do we know why they're fighting? Some people do.
That's a big question, man. And I think programs like that really do have a good place here at Cornell.
I think that would be great to maybe bring in like a freedom fighter from over there and to talk here.
Yeah.
What are the venues that you could?
All sorts of venues. A lot of students for something like that would use some of our academic lecture halls that are anywhere from 200 to 700 people. We have a couple. There's a Bailey Hall, Bailey Auditorium.
Bailey Hall is a landmark here at Cornell. If the ISIS terrorists were to come here and speak, over 1,300 students could attend.
That would not be a problem, helping out the communities in the Islamic State in Iraq and Syria.
I know, a lot of student organizations do that.
And then, the Project Veritas journalist suggested something that seemed way over the top.
Maybe we could get like a freedom fighter to come and do like a training camp for students.
I have no idea. I mean,
would that be
you'd be allowed to do something like that, just like bringing in a coach to do a training on a sports team. Or
oh, really? Okay.
We couldn't believe what he said, and we had to listen to the tape a couple of times. Assistant Dean Scaffido was actually comparing an ISIS fighter running a training camp to a coach working with a sports team.
Something like that, just like bringing in a coach to do a training on a sports team.
We couldn't think of anything. else to say.
Thank you very much, Mr. Joe.
Anytime at all. Like I said, feel free to send me a note if you have any other questions.
Yes.
I look forward to hearing from you, and if you do end up here next semester, stop up.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.